I've been looking for a Losi mini rock crawler for a long time. Finally, on one of these group trail runs, I met a guy who was willing to let go of one. So there I have one. This is a discontinued model now, recently discontinued. It's stock for the most part, pretty much all stock. Simple small servo, stock shocks, non-threaded. It's got a digital servo, great articulation. It's a great little crawler. Only problem is I already have two of them. One's called a Vaterra Slickrock, and the other one is a Losi Mini Rock Crawler Pro. They're all very similar except for the chassis mainly. Most of the links in the legs and the axles are the same. So I had the thought that I need to differentiate them. The Vaterra Slickrock has already got its own little look to it, but I've changed it up a little bit with the black panels and changed the tires a little bit. So it's got its own thing going on now. I'm currently in the process of trying to clean this up a little bit, get the wires tucked away, and I got a few more upgrades planned for that. So that's what I've done to differentiate that. And with the Mini Rock Crawler Pro, it doesn't need much differentiation. It's an awesome little crawler. I previously had a Traxxas XL5 system in this, and it performed great. It's just that the system was way too large, so I took that out. And now, in order to get this one running again, since it's been fully upgraded and everything is great, I just need a power system for it. Already has the motor in it. So I'm going to take these electronics from this Losi Mini Rock Crawler and put them in the Pro. That'll give me electronics and power in the Pro, and give me a running Mini Rock Crawler Pro. I'm also going to take the front axle of this Losi Mini Rock Crawler, and I'm going to put this on the rear axle of the Slickrock in order to give me four-wheel steering. So that's going to be a neat little touch to differentiate and make the Slickrock all my own. Along with the other upgrades that I've done with the Slickrock, that's going to be a pretty nice little machine. So that leaves the Losi Mini Rock Crawler with no axles. So I couldn't figure out what to do to differentiate this, since I wanted to leave the Pro pretty much the way it is, upgraded, and the Vaterra has its own kind of different style to it. I figured I'd just put larger axles on here. And what larger axles? Motor on axle, larger axles. So those are Bully 2.2 from RC 4-wheel drive, and these will be the new motor on axles for this Losi Mini Rock Crawler. You can see I got a little bit more width there, and these axles are heavy as I don't know what, so that'll help hold it down. I'm going to run longer links to the chassis. I got front axles for front and back on this, so this will be a dual steering as well. I got a couple of high-tech servos for this and the upgraded ESC, so this will be running quite nice when I'm all done. So the whole of this project will be Project Horizon, because they're all Horizon product. I won't be doing them all together. Each product will be separate. I'll be doing a little bit here and a little bit there, so I won't be focusing on one vehicle at a time. I'm really anxious to get these axles on here, on this Losi mini rock crawler, so that might happen sooner rather than later. As I said, I picked up 2 of these axles, and I got a couple of 45 turn RC 4-wheel drive motors to put on there as well. These should perform pretty well. I have only one other machine that uses 45 turns, and I like the mix of speed and torque it has, so I'm going to put 45 turn motors in there and high-tech digital servos, and turn this little crawler into an absolute mutant. I think that's what I'll call it, a mutant. So yeah, that's the start of Project Horizon. So that'll be a motor on axle mini rock crawler, a Losi mini rock crawler Pro, and an upgraded Vaterra Slickrock.